So, a quick personal story. There was a time in my career where I felt completely lost. I was one of the most burnt out people I've ever seen. I was completely disconnected, waking up every morning like I felt like there was something actually wrong with me. I tried switching jobs, I tried working harder, changing industries, but nothing really felt right. What I didn't know at the time, and this is why I built Mindful Career, was to help. I was obsessively trying to find solutions to my own problems, and I actually found it. But I figured out the core issue was that I was completely misaligned and I had no sense of self. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I liked. I was masking at a crazy level. So I was pretending all day to be somebody that I'm not. So the first step was figuring out who I was, who I truly was, what sparked my interest. Who was I? That is the core and what we do with all of our clients. The core issue is the masking. The core issue is, probably trauma of childhood and, trying to avoid parents who fight, trying to avoid issues with a divorce and trying just to be a good kid. Being in a school that doesn't fit your needs. So you're constantly trying to assume another role, assume another identity just to fit in. This causes huge issues later in life because you lose complete track of who you really are. And it takes a lot of work to take off mask after mask after mask to end up finding the real you behind it. It's like an onion that's really big with a lot of layers. That's essentially what we do in career profiling. We're peeling away those layers to figure the real you. And the only reason we do these assessments and these psychometrics is because they help us. But it's the profiling with an actual career profiler and a psychologist that could read your behaviors, know about your childhood, that could actually, assimilate all this information and give you correct advice to say you're not presenting as an introvert. You're actually depressed and burnt out. That's why you don't want to talk to anybody. You're actually an extrovert based on childhood circumstances that you always want to, do shows and perform all the time. This is all layman's terms, but we go into this at a PhD level. So if you're burnt out and disconnected, please know this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You just need clarity on who you are and what environment actually supports you. Once you have that, everything changes. Believe me.